Welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside and Out. Everybody knows of the double cross between Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. But there was maybe the original double cross, and Jack Lord's got the story.
Ed Strangler Lewis and the first double cross. You would think becoming the new world heavyweight champion would have been Lewis's biggest accomplishment, but it would be just one of the big accomplishments that he would be part of, the other being the pivotal figure in the Gold Dust Trio. Along with promoters Toots Mont and Big Billy Sandow, they revolutionized professional wrestling by creating undercards, promoting full events instead of one match shows. They also developed the first professional wrestling storylines, creating worked feuds between wrestlers. Because of the legit skills Lewis possessed, the trio could put the title on whoever they wanted because Lewis had the ability to defeat anyone who did not follow the script. We will look further at the Goldust Trio in a future post. The wrestling that we watch today is their creation, so we need to take a closer look. Lewis captured his first recognized World Heavyweight Wrestling Championship on December 13th, 1920, defeating Joe Stecher in New York. Stecher would prove to be Lewis's biggest rival, both in and out of the ring, and Stecher running his own shows against the Goldust Trio, beginning quite possibly the first promotional rivalry. Lewis would hold the title until May 6, 1921, when he was defeated by Stanislaus Zbyszko in New York, but his reign was ultimately a bust at the box office, and he relinquished the title back to Lewis on March 3rd, 1922, in Wichita, Kansas. The Goldust Trio wanted Wayne Munn to be the champion. Munn's fame from playing football attracted the attention of the wrestling star. Ed Lewis and promoters Toots Mont and Billy Sandow, who prematurely pushed Munn as the next big star in the sport. Munn won the world title from Lewis on January 8, 1925, despite his limited wrestling and shooting ability. The climax of Stecher and the Goldust Trio feud came on April 15th, 1925, when Goldust Trio star and former champion Stanislaus Zbyszko was asked to lose to the Goldust Trio's own handpicked champion, Wayne Munn, a former football star, in an effort to give Munn credibility. Zbyszko balked at the idea of losing to an unskilled wrestler and secretly jumped to the Joe Stecher camp. Zbyszko double-crossed the Goldust Trio, using his knowledge of holds to legit defeat and in the process humiliate Munn, and won the world title. Then Zbyszko dropped the title to Stecher a month later to complete the ploy in St. Louis, Missouri. Lewis and Stecher settled their differences and agreed to do business with each other, with Stecher losing the world title back to Lewis on February 20th, 1928 in St. Louis. He would hold the title until January 4th, 1929. On the next show, we will take a look at 1929 and 1930. At the end of 1930, there would be the first professional wrestling organization to sanction matches called the NWA, but not the one we all think of. This was the National Wrestling Association of America, LLC.
Well, Rodney, what do you think about the first double cross?
That's something.
I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first double cross.
No.
Just one of the double crosses to happen.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's amazing. People think, when they think about Bret Hart and they talk about Shawn Michaels, they think that was the first time that was ever done in professional. That was done many times back in those days, especially in that era. You had wrestlers that they knew they couldn't beat. Once Lou Thesz becomes the world heavyweight champion, well, no one could beat him. And that's the reason they put the title on him, so nobody could beat him. Very interesting story, and a lot of people don't know about the National Wrestling Organization. They know the National Wrestling Alliance, but they didn't know there was an association prior to this. And they did try to have one world champion. They were never successful at having one world champion. And really, neither did the National Wrestling Alliance. It just so happened they was an organization that had 30 or 40 different territories. So if you enjoyed this video, give us the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the page. Go one step further. Hit that notification bell. And it'll let you know every time that we upload a video. We're going to be talking a lot about the golden age of professional wrestling, and we'll be talking world champions. We'll be talking those days, because it's very interesting what was going on during those days in professional wrestling. And share the video. Share this video. Let everyone know about pro wrestling inside and out. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside and Out.